In this video I'm going to show you how to fit the Procon 21, which is a satellite F plug. Slightly different to the rest of the F plugs because this one's a push-on. The benefit of the push-on is that once they're on the cable, very difficult to get off, almost impossible to get off, so it's a very secure plug. We're going to use our Pro Strip 01 tool. If you haven't already got one of those, I would suggest that you have a look at our website. The very handy tool, makes this kind of job extremely easy. Great for the toolbox. If you want to know how to calibrate the tool, check out our YouTube video on the Pro Strip 01. Shows you how to calibrate to your cable. This one's already calibrated for an RG6 cable. Put the cable into the tool, give it a twist, and that cuts and strips the cable. That would take some time normally. Very easy to do with this tool. Strips for the first bit. The second bit, it's stripping the jacket, but not quite as deep. So this is leaving some of the outer shielding, the braiding on. Just peel that off, like so. Very important to check that none of these little fine pieces of wire that's floating about, none of them are touching the inner copper cable. The reason for that is that if even one of the pieces of fine wire is touching, it shorts out the whole thing. So basically, if you're using this with a mastered amplifier, or if you're using this with a skybox, this will stop power travelling up or down the cable, will stop the system working. So very important that you check that you just move away these fine wires, just peel them back, make sure that none of them are touching this inner core. Very important. All you do with the push-on connector is quite literally push it on, like so. Can take quite a bit of force. So one tip that you can do if you're really struggling to put one of these plugs on is drill a very fine hole that's just big enough for the inner core, very fine hole into a piece of wood, and you can butt the plug up against the piece of wood and push the cable on. That's a very easy way of doing it, but a little bit of force gets the plug on. Again, check down the plug to make sure that none of these little pieces of fine wire are catching. If they are, just get a little screwdriver and move them out of the way, pull them out of the plug. So that's what your plug's like. You won't get that back off. Extremely strong plug, and that's how you fit the Procon 21.